I researched examples of love and unconditional love. It says love is complicated, a mix of emotions, behaviors, and beliefs associated with intense feelings of affection, protectiveness, warmth, and respect for another person. True unconditional love doesn't run away when things get tough. Someone who loves unconditionally not only loves the other person despite their flaws, they also love them because of who you are. Let me share with you the story of my sister Nettiee. She loved me unconditionally and made sure no harm came to me. I stand here before you today because of the sacrifices my sister made for me. She looked beyond herself and saw my needs. I thank her for showing me the example of true love. That's why I opened up a haven shelter for young girls and women, so you all could have a safe place to call home. Our parents were addicts. They let their habits get in the way of raising us. I am the youngest, so Nettiee put herself in hardships for us. Her love was like a mother to me. She began selling her body at a young age to feed us. I could see the pain in her eyes most days. She still held a smile on her face for me. I could tell Nettiee was furious with our parents for making her choose a lifestyle she never saw for herself. Nettiee didn't know how to be a child. She's in a woman's position early. For a long time, she kept it a secret from me, the bad things she endured to make ends meet. When I look at my big sister, I see a hero. Nettiee never asked for this life. You don't have the option to choose your family. With all that said, this is how the story begins. The backstory. We grew up on Mayberry County's south side in Jackson, Mississippi. My father, James Thomas, and mother, Sherry Thomas, are known gamblers in the neighborhood. We always had a packed house each night, card games, dominoes, drinking, and smoking. My sister Nettiee and I would lock our bedroom door at night and pull up a chair behind the door to feel safe. Our parents smoked weed and snorted powder. They were functioning drug addicts using weed and cocaine until the beast showed up. Crack cocaine. However, we once had loving parents. Our parents met at a party they both attended in St. Louis, Missouri, where our mother lived before she moved to Mississippi and we were born. They both were educated, and our father was the star basketball player with a promising career until he tore his ACL, which damaged his chances of going pro. At first, James started taking pain pills to ease the pain. Still, he became addicted to the hydrocodone he was taking because of the depression James suffered from not being able to play basketball ever again. Sherry had a great life with her parents until her father passed away when she was 17 from prostate cancer. His death took place right after Sherry graduated high school. Therefore, she turned to street drugs to cope with the pain. They both had unresolved issues and became each other's crutches. Sherry's friend Judy brought cocaine to a house gathering one evening for herself and her friends to try. And that's the day James and Sherry's functioning drug habits began. Our mother did whatever it took to feed her cravings for cocaine, even though she was hurting her mother. Sherry was brilliant. Still, she had a full ride to any college of her choice. James convinced Mom to choose Mississippi State so they could be together. Plus, our dad's family lived in Mississippi, where the college Mom would be going. At first, Sherry managed her grades until she found out she was pregnant with Nettiee. Then she got a job to save money and prepare for the baby. James told Mom to take a year off to raise the baby. She agreed to it and let James work while caring for my big sister. Mom and Dad spoiled Nettiee. They used to take her to the park, movies, and buy her nice things. Sometime later, Mom gave birth to me. Their habits worsened, and the house parties were getting out of control. Sherry never finished college. Then our father met a man that worked with him, and this guy sold drugs on the side. When that man introduced them to crack, it turned our lives upside down. Sherry and James began to look like walking skeleton bones. Over a period of time when the beast took over their lives, our dad became very violent. Like every weekend, my father would beat our mother, yet our mother still stayed with him. They were traumatizing us early in our childhood ages. Focusing at school was easy for me because my sister watched over me to rest. It was challenging for Nettiee because of the lack of sleep from the parties and being my lookout. The children on our block would tease us about our clothes and shoes being outdated. I got picked on daily for wearing the same worn-out clothing every week. That's when my sister started walking me to and from school to defend me from being bullied. Nettiee didn't play when it came to her little sister. She was tough. Nettiee had to be strong. There was no support from our parents. Sherry is tired from partying too much. She doesn't get up until late in the evenings. Then here comes the crowd of people right back at our house, ready to party. The ones that gave birth to us were utterly addicted to their lifestyle, living free as if they never had children. I wish they would hug us and read bedtime stories, or have family nights sometimes, watch movies, eat popcorn, and love each other. But those are only thoughts in my head. The reality of our home life reflected abandonment, safety issues, no trust, and selfishness. My list can go on and on about our parents. My sister's best idea was that we two were running away forever. Our parents' lack of guidance caused terrible events to happen in our lives. At 10, several male friends of our father had molested Nettiee. One friend in particular raped his daughter, opening up her womb prematurely. Nettiee fears that one day our dad's so-called friends will try to rape or molest me too. James nor Sherry made home safe for us. Even if drugs were their thing, don't bring harm into the house where we are. They let the devil in on us, and Nettiee paid the price. My sister said our parents had already damaged her. She allowed no harm to visit me. Nettiee promised to commit any harmful act for vengeance if someone ever touches me. Although legally I'm her little sister, Nettiee is my mother. When I'm hungry, she feeds me. When I'm afraid, she calms me. One day our parents will feel God's wrath, Nettiee said, for the conduct they've shown us. I'm 8 and Nessie's 15. She had to care for me. Having negligent parents made Nettiee grow up faster than she wanted. We were pretty girls, and thankfully we had beautiful hair. Our mother never combed our heads. We were so unkempt and dingy looking. My sister and I only had one pair of shoes. The only time we wore our boots was to school and back. Other than that, we stayed bare feet most of the time. Also, we had 3 pairs of underwear that we shared together. Nettiee would wash our underclothes every other day on her hand, so we would keep clean panties. Most of the time, we would beg people for food because we didn't have any home, cleaning up people's houses or whatever we could to get a couple dollars, so we could eat every day. Until one day, Nettiee went looking for work and couldn't find any. Plus, we were hungry. However, that's how my sister started sleeping with men for money. It sounds whorish. Still, some situations happen that we have no control over, yet it sculpts and molds you for more significant moments later. Nettiee began to shop and buy clothes, school supplies, and she started taking me to the beauty shop so other children wouldn't bother me. Even though she was sleeping around, she made changes in our lives. Nettiee had money to feed us. She made me look like a beautiful little girl, not a rag doll anymore. With all the changes made around the house, our parents still never noticed anything. It got so terrible with them using drugs, they didn't even remember our birthdays anymore. My sister did whatever it took to keep me happy and not want for anything. She no longer looked for comfort in James and Sherry. She had lost all hope in the ones that conceived us. They had broken our hearts early. Being broken at such a tender age can carry on into your adult life without getting proper help. We never got counseling to help identify the emotional turmoil we suffered. Therefore, we coped with strengthening our self-esteem on our own. Not having professional counseling promoted behavior changes and mental stress. The actions of Nettie's molesters and our parents' lack of help caused my sister's down-spiraling path in her life. There are some paths we take in life that there's no coming back from it. We have to live with the choices we choose and find peace. Each day we live is a long journey into the next day. Therefore, whatever path you take, make the best of it or change directions. A good or bad path, karma will be the result. Therefore, make positive decisions or change your wicked ways. Our actions are the effective choice in our decision-making. The story's not over yet. More scandal, more spice, and all the chaos. Coming your way next episode. Hit that subscribe button because this ride's just getting started.